I wish us victory, Ukrainian people. I will start with the words of support I hear from our partners, from our friends. These are very important words. These words of support are backed up by concrete actions. Every day and every night I talk to the leaders of many countries, to the leaders of the business community. During all the days of the war, there is almost no time when Ukraine does not feel that it is receiving aid. I talked to President Biden about it again last night. I am grateful to him for his determination, for preparing even new solutions for Ukrainians and Europeans, and for preparing new sanctions against aggression. And before that, I spoke with U.S. congressmen, senators. More than 200 people are very sincere and most interested in really helping us. These are concrete conversations that will increase our confidence, because on whose side the world is, he will never be in darkness. The world has the power to close our skies from Russian missiles, Russian warplanes, helicopters. If anyone still has doubts, Ukraine needs planes. In fact, it is simple when you have the will to make the sky safe, because the sky of Ukraine is the sky of Europe. I spoke with the Prime Minister of Australia. I am grateful to Australians for their moral stance on Russian exports. There should be no port where a terrorist state can make money. The Prime Ministers of Albania, Bulgaria, and Israel are support for Ukraine. There was an inspiring conversation with Elon Musk, a man who makes rockets for the future, not kills rockets for the past. We talked about how to win now, about how we will work later, after the victory. There is support for Ukraine from global business, from the leaders of the most advanced companies, which is no less important than support from the world's leading countries. When the corporate world is with you and you are not afraid, you have double protection, triple weapons, you have a future. Ukrainians, we have already chosen our future, but we are still fighting for ours today. It is very important. We are fighting for the line between life and slavery. And it's not just our choice. The citizens of the Russian Federation are making the same choice at this time, in these days, in these same hours between life and slavery. Today, tomorrow, in the coming week, is the time and evil can be defeated without irreparable losses, when the position is threatened with dismissal or a paddy wagon, not the gulag, material loss, not execution. People, don't miss this opportunity. Social networks, friends, acquaintances and strangers, colleagues and relatives should hear you. We are Ukrainians. We most of all want peace. Citizens of Russia, for you this struggle is not only for peace in Ukraine, it is a struggle for your country and for the best that was in it. This is the freedom you saw, for the wealth you felt. If you remain silent now, then only your poverty will speak for you, and only repression will answer it. Do not be silent. The Russian servicemen captured by our defenders spoke. And these are hundreds of prisoners, including the pilots of the planes that bombed our cities, our civilians. We heard their testimonies, we saw their documents, maps, plans, not from yesterday. This is not improvisation. This is a war. They prepared this invasion just as cruelly and cynically, knowingly in violation of the rules of war. That is why Kharkiv, Chernihiv, Sumy, Mariupol and many other Ukrainian hero cities saw this evil and atrocity. It was planned, but it will not destroy our humanity, it will not defeat us. Nevertheless, we treat prisoners under the Geneva Convention. Nevertheless, our missiles do not fall in response to civilian targets in Russia or Belarus. Although rockets, columns of equipment and aircraft fly to our territory every day, which is used against peaceful people, against peaceful cities, Zhytomyr, Kherson, Ovruch, the suburbs of Kiev, cities in southern Ukraine. They are preparing to bomb Odessa. Odessa. Russians have always come to Odessa. They always felt in Odessa only warmth, only sincerity. And now what? Bombs against Odessa. Artillery against Odessa. Missiles against Odessa. It will be a war crime. This will be a historic crime. Ukrainians, we have been fighting for 11 days, for freedom, for our state. We have persevered. We already understand how we will rebuild our country. We are already forming special funds for the reconstruction of Ukraine. There are already 4 funds. These are the fund for the restoration of destroyed property and infrastructure of Ukraine, the fund for the recovery and transformation of our economy, the public debt service and repayment fund, the small and medium business support fund, and many other programs to support our heroes fighting for our state. And this is just the beginning. We still need strength, we need wisdom, we need will, we need victory, we need peace. Peace to save Ukraine. Glory to Ukraine.